Okay. How bad is my stash right now? Interesting. It's not laggy if I don't sort it. Oh, shoot. Huh. So I know for a fact if I sort it, it starts getting choppy. That's... The plot thickens. Alright, we're down to 3 pages. That should be enough. Yeah, there. Look. Huh. So the inventory lag has 2 things. It's when your inventory gets over a certain size and you sort it. Breaking news. I have played both of them. I've beaten both of them straight. I beat the first one time, and I never beat Enhanced Edition. By the way, I played Enhanced Edition just to the end of Act 1. It was amazing. It was like, they added voice actors for every freaking character. They did so much work. It was their exceptional work on the Enhanced Edition for DOS 1 that made me like super look forward to the definitive edition for DOS 2. Unfortunately, I tried it right when it came out, and DOS 2 definitive was very, very buggy, almost unplayable, so I just put it on hold. Has anyone asked you to play... so I actually had it in the vote. When I did the vote, when I was finishing up Pathfinder Kingmaker, and we did the vote for what game to play next, I had this game won the vote that Pillars did, and DOS 2 Definitive was a very close second. Let's see, weathered. So probably in the future of my stream, we'll probably swing back to DOS 2 Definitive and do a playthrough of that at some point. Exceptional hatchets. Another thing, I mean, this might be early next year, assuming I haven't been hit by a bus by then. The next expansion for Grim Dawn will be coming out at some point, and a lot of the people that have followed me on my channel were during my time playing Grim Dawn. For anyone who joined after that time, it's an action RPG. Action RPG puts it in the same category as something like the Diablo series, but it's got way, way, way more character development. Think Diablo if you had 30 classes. That right there is your starting point. DOS, probably one of the best RPGs next to Witcher. Yeah, I greatly enjoyed both DOS 1 and 2. Okay, let's sell some of this armor. What game is it? Grim Dawn was what I was talking about? Yeah, as far as like hours streamed for each game, Grim Dawn might be the one I've streamed the most. But it's like, if you've played Diablo 2, the classes have talent trees like that, where it's like, you go down a talent tree, and you can, like, spend a point, which unlocks the next branch, and keep going down. Or, you can keep pouring points into a skill you've already unlocked, and it makes it stronger and stronger and stronger. That's part of it. The other part in Grim Dawn is you pick 2 classes and make a hybrid. So every time they add a new class to the game, it's like when there was 8 classes in the game, and they added 1 more class, they added 8 more class combinations. Then the next time they added a new class, they added 9 more class combinations. It just, the game experience is, you know, was it multiplicative or exponential growth, not additive growth? It's very, very cool system they're using there. It's a very small company that does it, so they're not as big as like Path of Exile, stuff like that. But, oh, Merc, my man. After my own heart, yeah, and yeah, I've streamed many hours of Grim Dawn, and they have a new expansion coming out, and they're predicting early next year or late this year. So that will definitely be something we touch on. Quests, and this dude. Let's just do auto-resolve, because we can't be there in time. It didn't give us a... No damage was done, okay. Hold on, when it says damage was done, does it ever say? Oh! Right here, guys! Look, on the 13th of Finesse 2, the West Curtain Wall and the barracks were destroyed. There you go! Your buildings can be destroyed from random attacks, apparently. Mystery freaking solved. It's not a bug or anything, it's just I didn't notice it happen. But yeah, like, just in the general sense, I would be open to playing Divinity 1 Enhanced Edition. I'd be open to playing that on stream. That would be like 100-something hours. Divinity 2 Definitive Edition, which, again, I couldn't play it right when it came out because it was buggy, and I'm sure they fixed it by now. It's been a few months. What were the other things recently suggested? XCOM 2, which I have beaten, but I've never played War of the Chosen all the way through. XCOM 2 gameplay is very similar to Divinity, but of course it's sci-fi. It's guns and lasers and aliens instead of dragons, magic, and swords. Path of Exile is a game I love, but I'm not sure how much of an interest my viewership has in Path of Exile. You know, it's a hack and slash, less emphasis on story, and I think I've kind of built up a following of people that love a bit of both. Okay, where do I need to go now? A deer, Durance, the big dragon, the ranger, the grieving mother. I haven't found that yet. I think that's in Act 3. The Gina the Paladin. That's in the town that's on fire. I can't go there right now. That's in the town on fire. I can't go there right now. Crag Halts. Griff's Rest. Track down the slave hunt. Again, we just went all over somewhere west of town. Like, if I go west from town, I've only seen Russet Wood. And I went around the border of Russet Wood and I didn't find any more places. I genuinely have no idea where that wants me to go. Alright, so I think I've got 2 quests to go to Iron Flail for, so let's head there. Yes, we do already have the next game. Troy's... He's so modest. Troy Suffix gifted it to us earlier today. Troy, I don't know if you saw earlier, I think you might have been AFK. I cashed in some of our free sub points we had accrued on the channel. Gave you a badge. It's not much compared to what you gave me, but it was the literal least I could do, I felt like. So you have access to all of the tiny sub perks now. But yeah, Troy gifted us Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, so that will be the next one.
Let's see what lies this way.
And we got the complete edition, so we apparently will get any future DLC that they release as well. That's you as well, my friend. Oh, mercenary soldier. Alright, everyone stop. Just the tank go forward. Oh, look, it's an innocent little Orlan. What are we going to do? Alright, now that they've locked onto him, fire the guns! Oh, what the hell was that? Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Time Parasite! Nice. Bing, 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 bing. They're all at half speed, and she's stunned. How disappointing. Alright. Say hello to my little friends.
Face our wounds.
Get out of my swamp! Alright. I usually watch a couple hours, 2 to 3 days after each new League of PoE. Is to see what's new, so watching day after day farming is less interesting for me. Yeah, often in PoE, what I'll end up doing is I'll make like a hardcore solo self-found character to kind of put the shackles on myself and go as far as I can.
No problem.
And I think and then if I die, I'm like, okay, well, that was really fun. I don't really want to do that again, and I'll play again next season, and that's kind of me. I think 2 seasons ago I made it to like 85, which was the furthest I'd ever freaking been on any character ever, and then I died. DOS 1 and 2 are some of the best I've played today, yeah. And DOS 2 was the very first game I streamed on Twitch. That was Baby Muck. That was what I started with. Okay, let's try to mind control this guy. Get out of my face! Go hit your babies. This is really messed up. We just made this mama bear kill the baby bears.
Stand still.
Yes, I love those DOS. I can't play action RPG more because they trigger bad headaches for me, so I only play CRPG or strategy. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. No Witcher for me. That's so cool of you to give that. Nice. DOS 1 and 2. I'm more of a PoE fan than DOS.
No problem.
Now, Merc, I think you're...
Shadows.
You say PoE fan, I think you mean Pillars of Eternity, not Path of Exile, in that sentence. Pretty nice on hardcore SSF. Me and my friends used to play hardcore a lot a couple years ago. Still some do a character or two in every league. I haven't even patched it in like a year. So, fun little story. I have a coworker of mine, very heavy Path player, and he tunes into the stream for me pretty often. And I convinced him one season in Diablo 3, back when I played it more, to play hardcore with me. So we're playing hardcore Diablo 3, and he makes some character, and fast forward like 2 days, and we're doing something, and his internet dies. And his character dies because his internet dropped. And he's like, oh my god! And he makes a new character and names it like, the character's name was Fuck Charter. And like 3 days later, Fuck Charter died when his internet dropped briefly. And he's like, I am never playing hardcore with you ever again. Because I convinced him to try hardcore, and this happened to him. Like 2 days, and then death by internet, 3 days, then death by internet. So he was like 5 days behind in the season at that point.
I brought you a
He's like, never again.
Oh, thanks, Mariel.
So, y'all flirting? I can explain! Wait, who are you? You're that lord from Caed Nua, aren't you? What are you doing here? Oh, they're on opposite sides. Oh gosh, Romeo and Juliet. Calm down, I'm not here to hurt anyone. What are you here for? You're liable to get fed to the dogs if the patrols catch you. What are you two up to? Too cold to get up to anything. There's a pill for that, Mr. Idle Soldier. Stealing some time away is all. No harm in that, is there? Tee-hee. Are you here with that army? No, we're just villagers. Sure you are. He squirms. Please just keep it down. Alec may be asleep on duty, but he's not the only one around. Do you know anything about the delegates from Stalwart? Just the obvious. They didn't do a good job negotiating. The commander's been in a fury for the past week. It's not like him. I need to speak to the commander. Can't help you, and I don't just mean that they'd string me up for it. If you'd come before the delegates arrived, you might have had a chance. As it is, it looks like we're in for a fight, and the commander's not taking any risks. I'm not supposed to be out here. Makes 3 of us, right? What can you tell me about him? The commander? He's pulled the Iron Flail together himself. He's a good man. He believes in Raid Saris more than anyone. He gives us our pride back. Told us to keep faith. Sometimes I think the vigilance speaks through him. Careful, he'll go on for hours if you let him. Alright, see ya. Take care. Now, where were we? Smooch. One of the things I loved about Pee Wee 1 was Cade Nua. To have that sick dungeon and done so well there was awesome. So D&D, it was a very... Yeah, I don't know if you were here yesterday, Street. Not to say I got, like, ragey, but I got the angriest I've ever gotten while on film. I got to the final boss of Cade Nua and smashed my face against it for like an hour and a half. Oh my gosh. That fight. I feel like I'm losing a lot of frames over here. Yeah. Like, I finally found a strategy that was kind of working, and I had an attempt where I killed all the ads and was just working on the dragon for like 40 minutes. And I got the dragon down to 60%. I'm like, guys, this is going to take like 2 hours to kill with this method. Alright, he's dead. So I think we took 0 damage.
I'll take a peek.
I've been doing fine on Path of the Damned until that dragon. Dude, his tail whip hit for 500 damage. I was like, what? Because my tank has 279 health. So if he turned for any reason, the entire party died. I was like, is this a bug? What is this? What? Yo, she mind-controlled him, then he mind-controlled the dog, and now the dog's attacking the enemy. Oh, that's cool.
Grow up,
Let's do this properly this time.
Still.
Your streaming so you should suffer for our entertainment. Oh my gosh. Dude, you remind me. There was one time, so I'm playing Grim Dawn one day, and there was this guy, and he had gotten like mind controlled by the enemy. And it was like, the dialogue options were like smack him out of it or talk to him. And the one time I had gotten there before, I talked to him and I was like, you know, dude, I'm your friend. You've got to snap out of it. And I talked him out of it. And I got some cheesy achievement called like True Friends or something. And I was there for the second time. And a guy in chat is like, just slap him out of it. He'll wake up. And I'm like, okay. And I punched him. And he's like, for the Emperor! And he pulls out a sword. I'm like, oh God! And he started attacking me. And he was like the toughest boss in the game. Or like tied with the toughest boss in the game. This guy's stats. And he just destroyed me. And I was just like... And yeah, this, of course, that other guy's just laughing his ass off. Like, thanks. Thanks, buddy. He loves these games like we do in school, but seeing you freak out like we just do better. Yeah.
Raska, a Tor. Don't go far.
spot on.
Oh, too slow. That's over. Mushroom. Oh, never mind. Gunner. More spies. Get it. Oh, that's cool. It knocks them back. That's the spell we were recommended in chat to make use of more often. That's cool. Oh no, we almost knocked him off the map. I wouldn't have been able to loot him.
Got it. Quickly and
My
quietly.
move is say F you, F you, F you as I reload for the 3rd time. Yeah, I mean, I'll say that these single player games that I really enjoy, like, okay, let me give an example. Path of Exile. I don't often enjoy playing it multiplayer. Usually if you play it multiplayer, whoever the stronger per character is of the 2 people will clear the whole map and the other one is just walking behind them. And it's boring. If you're that second person, it's boring. But if you're playing solo player, you know, you just like, okay, well, I guess I better turn on some music or something, else I'll get kind of, you know, bored in that department. But if you're playing a solo game like this, and you're talking with, you know, friends and stuff, and, you know, streaming allows you to do that, make those connections more easily, it's a lot more fun. It's like, I'm far more patient with Pillars of Eternity, and I've learned some great tips and tricks chatting with people on here. You know, granted, if I get stuck on a quest, I can Google it, but I've had some really cool advice given to me just through the stream. Soldiers watch you warily as you approach. Once you're within speaking distance, one of them gestures with his pistol. That's far enough. What are you doing here? Or are you lost? Here to speak with the commander. Commander's not receiving any more visitors. Did Stalwart send you? Yep. Here for your delegates. The commander has them in a cell. We'll have the truth out of them one way or the other. As for you, Adirk wants nothing more to do with messengers or diplomats. You're too late. Why are you here? Adark has said that there will be a great battle. We're here to hold the pass and defend Raid Saris. He has seen this in a dream. He had a vision? Just what he has seen is his own concern. Adirk leads us well. We don't question his orders. Because my character had a similar vision earlier. These might not be the bad guys. You've asked more than enough questions. Go and get out of here. I won't tell you
I feel
again.
a strange and troubled presence within. Tread
I'll take a
carefully.
peek.
Do you like Path of Exile? I greatly enjoyed Path of Exile. I have over 1,200 hours played on Steam of Path of Exile. It's an action RPG. Has amazing character customization. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can... Exile tree. Let me... Hold on. Let me switch to desktop capture for a split second so you guys can see this. Hopefully this is a good photo. Oh gosh, this is teeny tiny. Is this up to date? Oh my gosh. Alright, here's a larger picture. So usually you're zoomed in and can only see a small section of this and you move the camera around. This sucker is the talent tree in Path of Exile. You, like, when you make a character... It's like this slice of the tree is int stuff. This slice is strength stuff. This slice is dexterity stuff. This is the witch. This is where she starts. Templar, Marauder, Duelist? No, sorry, Duelist, Ranger, Shadow. So int class, strength and int class, strength class, strength and dex class, dex and int class. And right here in the dead center, after you've beaten the game one time, you unlock the Scion, which starts in the dead center. So, no, the camera angle is like the Diablo series. But when you're playing it, essentially your class just determines where you start on this monster skill tree. So, like, you can make a Marauder and then move up the tree to the int section, but you would waste 20 points to get there or something like that. So, like, and there is a search box too. Like, I can go up in the search box and type minions, and it will light up all of the nodes related to summoning magic. You could type lightning, you could type totems, fire, whatever, crushing, defense. And so this seems daunting, but with the search filter, it's not that bad. You can be like, okay, I want to go for that. But yeah, it's It's a really fun game. It's completely free to play. There is a story, but just like a Diablo game, you can just blast past the story if you don't care. But it's a very fun game and has a lot of character customization. Look at this thing! It has so much character customization. So, yeah, I really enjoy it. I really can't say enough good things about it, especially considering it is a free-to-play game. And they are constantly updating it. They're on their, like, 15th expansion and update, whatever you want to call for it right now. And they've done 2 massive updates this year, and they're trying to do a 3rd before the end of the year to break records. They're like, they were already planning an update to combat against Diablo 4, and then Blizzard didn't release Diablo 4. And they're like, okay, I guess we're the undisputed kings for this month. My girl is flying into Vegas tomorrow. I'm taking her to Metallica as a surprise holiday show. Oh, wow. I've actually never been to a concert in my life. I'm not huge. I listen to music in the car, but that's it. I'm not huge on music to the point where I listen to it like when I'm at home. So I've actually never been to a concert. I guess I need to check it out. Yeah, if you like action RPGs like Grim Dawn, Diablo, any Diablo game, Street, you'd probably enjoy Path. And it has a ton of replayability. Okay, these logs seem recently cut, and from their size, they once numbered amongst the older trees surrounding the pass. Just ahead of you, the gates to the fort remain shut fast. You spy archers moving along the top of the watchtower, scanning in their surroundings, and the chill breeze carries the scent of burning pitch. Leave it for now. Okay.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
You've never been to a concert? Yeah. I wanted to phrase that carefully, because I wasn't, like, asking for people to donate to a concert fund or anything of the sort. I've never been invited, and also never really desired enough to go. And anytime I look at the price tag for something like that, I'm like, ooh. Just because I'm a frugal guy. I live a very frugal lifestyle. There's a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and microwaved hot dogs in the diet of Mukluk. What was this? Is this a camping log? I think yeah, it was a camping log. That's me exactly. Kindred spirits. Alright, I'm guessing this is a hop the wall type thing. Alright, let's save the game. I don't want to hop the wall, get surrounded, and die, and not have a save. I went to every Ozfest. Oh my gosh. Observing it from below, you notice that the watchtower at the side gate appears to be unmanned, because the guy is flirting with that lady. You find no hostile faces peering over the fence. The roof of the tower crosses over the fort walls. Climbing it may provide a means of getting inside. At this hour of night, with the chill roaming in, most of the noise within the camp is concentrated by the campfires. A discreet individual could take the opportunity to climb over and open the gate without raising the alarm. Examine. Looking over the wall, you notice 2 posts, which have come a little loose from their moorings, forming a gap. While the gap would be too small for a larger kith, you suspect you might be able to squeeze past. Orlin, squeeze through the gap. You clamber up through the gaps in the posts. After a good deal of squirming, you manage to get your torso past, and the rest follows. You get your first glimpse of the camp, shrouded in the evening gloom, and of the guard posted some short distance away. A moment's observation reveals the man is snoring deep asleep. You creep forward to unbar the gate. But your footsteps are loud against the quiet of the evening, and after a handful of seconds, you hear a guard jerk awake. You rush to unbar the gate as he shouts for reinforcements behind you. Was that a sneak check? Oh god, lasers! Freaking lasers!
Hey, look, hey!
Whisper of treason! Oh, resisted. Alright, do it again. Got him. Oh, wait, it broke instantly? Come on. Oh, for Christ's sake. Alright, just do domination on that. Now, Whisper of Treason on the Warlock. Go.
Following your
ogres. And you, Whisper of Treason. Alright. So all of you move forward.
Raise